Dear Jermain No Toothpaste Dupri, let's talk. Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. So last week, Jermain Dupri was interviewed by two women and they were asking him a variety of questions. And they asked him what he thought about the current female rap, Cardi B, all these other foes. And he just, basically just said that he's waiting for rap. He's waiting to hear something other than stripper rap. And his comments were met with backlash. Y'all saw it. People going in on him. You had Doja Cat, use his picture of his teeth as her profile picture on Instagram. You had Ari Lennox do a whole cipher on him, basically. And they started this conversation about like female rap and like women not being able to do what they want to do, and that men are getting a little bit uncomfortable. They've been uncomfortable, but we're seeing men visibly be uncomfortable with women owning themselves, their bodies, and making money off of it. You got Megan Thee Stallion talking about some hot girl summer. You got the city girls things going on. And even in that, we still have men are trying to insert themselves and say, well, the city boy is up 200 points. And it's a cute game. I feel like it's cute, but at the same time, it does tell us how like women are not allowed to be able to have fun. They're not able to do any of these things with no men are in this. And we see this whenever women are in the club and they're dancing and they're twerking, and then you have a man come over and he try to dance on, and then you have one of the friends will push them off or tell them they're good, and then people are like, well, why you in here? Like, I'm not in here for you. I'm in here to enjoy myself. And I think that is what's going on with like female rap. I talked about it in my previous video that I'm enjoying seeing all of these like female rappers come out, and just we're seeing so many of them, and it's beautiful. But I think that it is very telling for some old school hip hop head, whatever you want to call him, Jermain Dupri. Since we only gave you attention because you were talking about these female rappers, Jermain Dupri, you can literally be talking about a new artist that you're working with, and none of us would be like that interesting. I think that is what it is. I think you're dealing with a relevancy issue, and it does not mean that you have not gave us sickening bodies of work. Does not take away from the things that you've done in the past, but I think you're struggling with what is going on and how you're not able to profit off of it. And I think that's a lot of the men, especially in the industry, are wrestling with, is that these women are out here dominating the charts, and they are not doing it with being pushed in like, oh, Jermain Dupri didn't find this person and bring them in, or they were not on the song and be found through Jermain Dupri or anybody else. Like, these folks are using their social media to be able to promote their bodies of work, and oftentimes their bodies. And no, like, they don't have to go and use this to get seen by, the said person who is the gateway in the industry. I don't have to go to Jermain Dupri or any other producers sometimes to be able to get this. Like, I can find my own beats. I can reach out. Like, social media is allowing these women to be able to own themselves and not be men, no men being the problem, and they cannot deal with that. They cannot deal with that. You have like Cardi B whole thing was founded off of her just on social media being like whatever, like just being her. You have all these other folks just out here putting out stuff and doing stuff and promoting themselves, and these men are like confused, like what's going on, because that used to not be it. That used to not be it. You had Rick Ross not too long ago said he wouldn't sign a female artist or whatever unless he was attracted to her, which was telling them how, you ain't gonna be able to make it unless you give me something, because men are like, we are running this stuff, and y'all ain't gonna be coming out here unless I'm getting something out of it. And that's what it is. So now we're seeing these female rappers out here delivering and doing it, and they want to say that they have an issue with these folks talking about stripping, but for the longest, all y'all had just video vixens in y'all videos. So it was cute for y'all when they were dancing and twerking and doing whatever, as long as their mouths were closed and just looking good and desirable for you. But now that they're owning this and rapping about it, making money off it, there is an issue. It makes no sense. Jermain Dupri, I done seen you, so many of your artists and so many, like you in video stripping. Girl, didn't you lose Janet Jackson to a stripper? Like, when you talking to a stripper? Like, sis, I don't know if that's true or not, but that's all alleged. But it just like lets you know that men really do. It's not about women rapping about stripping. It's that all they see, like he's talking about, well, he responded on TMZ and said, I wasn't talking about all female rappers. I was talking about the main ones, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, and whatever. Like, I was talking about them. But there are a lot of other female rappers who are rapping about a lot of stuff. Yeah, some female, I can't think of her name, who's saying, okay, I'm waiting on y'all support folks who ain't out here talking about their bodies and stuff, because that's not what we're interested in. For men and women, a lot of us are not interested. That's not mainstream right now. That's just not what it is. So yes, what's name is probably putting out music not about, about stripping or whatever. But the moment they do, they get attention and they get to like money for videos and all this other stuff because we want it. And there's nothing wrong with us wanting it. It's just that y'all are upset that y'all are not able to make any profit off of it. And that is not even just money, but that's just you're being able to have access to this person's body. And that's exactly what it is. And bag, like a lot of y'all male rappers were only talking about money, drug, clothes, and women at one point, and that still is being like done today. Like, of course, there are other songs where they talk about, what is going on in life, and like, let's fix this, and social stuff and all these things. Those songs do well, but sometimes we want to hear in a titty fucker. We want to hear that song. We want to hear the baby talk about stuff like that. We want to listen to these other rappers rap about getting money and doing all this other stuff. Like, that is what's selling. We all want to feel like we can be in that moment. Like, when we at the club, we get in our lives and like, yeah, that's the moment for us. It makes us feel good considering the world we live in, which is telling us all the time that, like, girl, you don't mean anything. So, yes, for us to be able to have this illusion of feeling good and stuff, it's not a bad thing, but it's just interesting seeing when women are doing it, that is an issue. That is, oh, I'm just ready to see something. Even if it was one or two, like the focus of your mouth to even come out and say something like that is very telling about you, Jermain Dupri. For you to come out and say something like that, like they need to be doing more, whatever. Like, girl, they can rap whatever they want to rap about, whatever they choose to rap about at that time. And I love how Cardi B talked about, well, sis, when we was, y'all ain't buying it. Like, we rap about other stuff. Like, she talked about that song with, I cannot think of the name, but Kalani. I love that song. But she's like, girl, the song was cute, but y'all wasn't feeling like that versus something else, Bodak Yellow or Get Money, stuff like all those other songs that she has. Like, that's just not what it is. Like, and things are changing. Like, R&B has like kind of gone. We ain't getting them in the R&B songs anymore. We don't have that many like mainstream R&B artists out here putting that was a time back in the late 90s or the early 90s into the 2000s, but things have changed. And probably that will come back and probably won't, but these folks can be able to create whatever content they want to. They want to rap about this and that. They should be able to. But I think what the issue is that it's not a problem until women start owning themselves, and when they start supporting each other, that's what the issue is. And I'm just very confused as someone like Jermain Dupri out here saying that this is not rap. Well, not necessarily it's not rap, it's just like, can we come up with something else? Can you men come up with something else? Have y'all brought anything else? Like, y'all have been the mainstream folks in rap for the longest, and I haven't seen majority of any of y'all produce anything as far as a movement matter. Like, I'm not seeing y'all do much. Like, y'all all rap about the same stuff. Jermain Dupri, what you need to be focused on is getting in the studio with Usher and helping him deliver something that can rival Confessions. That's what you need to be worried about. Okay, you need to be worried about why Confessions did what it did and it was sickening, and why we ain't listening to no other music from Usher that's been coming out lately. Like, work on that. Find out why these other artists in this little show that you had on Lifetime ain't producing no hits. Like find out what's going on with that. Like, sis, your relevancy has fallen down to the point that you're on a reality show on Lifetime, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think you are mad and trying to climb your way to the top by critiquing female rap and saying that it should be about, what it shouldn't be about. And then you use this moment in the response to say, well, if y'all want to sit up here and do this, I'm working on this, and y'all deliver y'all cipher and upload y'all cipher. I'm gonna promote y'all or whatever. Like, no, you're not, girl. You gonna use this as an opportunity for yourself. If you really wanted to help these folks out, you will be connecting these folks with some folks to be able to help some folks. But you're trying to make sure that you are somewhat associated with what's going on. So if you find this person, you can say, well, I found them. Look how I uplifted them and got to where they at. I see you, sis. I see where you coming from, and it's not going to work. I think that some of these folks who are hungry to be seen are not going to fall for that trap because they know it is a trap. They know that you are trying to entrap them, and that's just what it is. So, I mean, that's all I got for you, Jermain Dupri. Y'all let me know, Jermaine, what y'all think about Jermain Dupri and his antics. How did y'all feel about it? What do you think he was wrong? Let me know in the comments. I don't have nothing for him. I mean, he's foolish, so whatever.
Were you trying to address me?